All right, we are back with Bandlab lesson 3. So we learned how to make a drum beat, we've learned how to make a line, a melody line, and now we're going to learn how to put chords on top of it. So let's take a listen to what we have so far. I'll stop it right there. Now I'm going to crack this open. I'm going to double tap the instrument icon on violin section and we're going to take a look at what we have. So the three notes we're using are D, E, and F. So this is going to give me an idea of what kind of chords we can make with it. We learned in class that a chord is made up of 2 or more notes. And if we stay on the white keys only, a simple rule to follow when we're building a chord is play a note, skip a note. So I'll play D because I saw us play that one. I'll skip E and I'll play F. That sounds pretty cool. So that's one option. What if I started on F because I know we use that one. I skip a note and I go to A. Nice. We also used E in our song, so I'm going to play with that. E, skip a note, G. Those are all really nice chords. Now if I wanted to make something a little more lush, what I could do is follow that same pattern for 3 notes. I'll play D, skip a note, F, skip a note, and A. Wow! And we can even do it with F. Though that's a little trickier to coordinate and you're going to need both hands. I'm going to go ahead and try some different ideas over this. But first, I need to make a new instrument. So I'm going to hit the plus sign, MIDI instruments, and I'm going to swipe to the side, go to keyboards, because I want a sound that is different from the melody instrument that I have. If all my instruments sound the same, it's going to be hard to tell them apart. So for this one, I'm going to go to electric piano. Ooh. Okay. I think I'm going to stick with that bottom row of notes. Now remember, when I want to record something, the things I have to do to prep are hit the Q for quantize. I have to hit the settings icon and turn on the count in, which is already set at 1 bar. I'll go back to my audio wave and I'm now ready to record. So before I record, I just want to play around with some ideas. So I'll turn on my looper. I'll hit play, not record, and just mess around. I think I have an idea. Turn off my looper and start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll hit that arrow at the top right corner. Go back to my session view. Obviously I played a little too long, so I'll tap this and scroll it back to there. I'm going to turn on my looper, but this time I'm going to grab it and drag it to a full 4 bars so that this entire beat now is going to play on repeat. Let's try that. Now, to be honest, the violin section instrument isn't quite to my taste, and I think I'm going to change it. If you have an idea that you like, whether it's a melody or a drum beat, you can double tap that instrument icon and change the instrument by pressing that button on the bottom left corner with the little music note. Let's say instead of violin, I'm going to put a piano. Let's try honky tonk. Nope. Nah, how about vibraphone? Ooh, I like that. Let me press that one, hit our arrow to go back to session view, and let's see what it sounds like in context. Now, listening back to it, I realized I really only like the first 2 measures. That chord on the 3rd measure is kind of whack. So I'm going to grab this, and I'm just going to cut it down to 2 measures. Then I'll tap my region and hit loop. Bam! It doubles it up. Wow, so quick and easy. Now I have the first two measures repeating on the third and fourth. Now, the drum beat to me is getting a little boring. It's pretty simple, so I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick to just beef up your drum kit. I'm going to drag this out, and it's going to show all my instrument settings. I'll click this 3 little dot button on 808 Kit, and I have the option to rename, download, or duplicate. I hit duplicate, bam, a whole new 808 Kit. And I'm going to change this 808 Kit to another instrument. So I'll tap it, I'll double tap it, and I'll hit that music note icon that we just talked about to change the instrument. Hit X, go to drums, Afro-Cuban percussion. Let's go. Let's hear what this sounds like now that it's a different instrument. Just for clarity, I'm going to go ahead, hit that 3-button icon and rename this to Afro-Cuban. Now I have a much more interesting beat from the beat I had at the start of the session. I did this by adding chords and by duplicating a music track and changing the instrument that plays it. You could do the same thing with a vibraphone. You could have a vibraphone and a different instrument play the same line. The options are really endless. So I want you to go back to your beat, add some chords, and try duplicating a track and changing the instrument to see what kind of textures you can create. And I'll see you in the next video.